Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to Heroes Make America's first manufacturing industry focused career of 2025. We're so excited to be here connecting you all with companies who are actively seeking military affiliated talent. These events were designed to not only help the broader military community better understand the manufacturing industry, but to directly connect your talent with industry hiring managers. So welcome again. Let me also introduce myself since I will be your MC today. My name is Katie Bowerman and I'm a senior manager with the Manufacturing Institute and I oversee our virtual events just like this. Today is a special day though. We have partnered with the Advanced Manufacturing Industry Partnership AMIP Cincy on this event to specifically bring employers and job seekers together for a regionally focused event. Man, it's all about Southwest Ohio and Northern Kentucky today, looking at employers in the greater Cincinnati area. A little more on AMIP Cincy. They're focused on the manufacturing workforce and career awareness. They leverage their organization's strengths to best serve the manufacturers in the greater Cincy region, including that Northern Kentucky and Southeast Indiana. So AMIP benefits manufacturers and the community with their expert advice, resources, workforce, and funding. So again, today we're here with 12 employers who are ready to talk with you about their companies, the products they make, and the positions that they have available. To get us started, though, while I talk through the Heroes Make America or who we are, as well as the Manufacturing Institute, I'm going to ask my job seekers to start off with some participation right off the bat. So, all my job seekers, if you can locate the chat box somewhere on your control panel, open it up. What I want you to do is drop in the type of positions that you're hoping to look for in your next career. You may or may not know what that is, right? Part of today is also learning about manufacturing and the types of positions that these folks are looking for or have available in their companies. But let's kind of shoot out there. What are positions you're already thinking about? Do you want to go into production? Do you want to go into maintenance, quality assurance? Maybe you're a safety guy. What is your bread and butter that you're looking for? Drop that in, and our employers can start to look through what your interests are. Okay. While you guys are doing that, so take a minute doing that while you're dropping in those position interests. I do want to briefly highlight, where Heroes Make America came from and why we're doing events like this today. You may not know this, but the Manufacturing Institute is the workforce development and education affiliate of the National Association of Manufacturers. The NAM is the largest manufacturing trade association in the country, representing over 14,000 manufacturers, ranging from small to large in every industrial sector in all 50 states. It's a really big organization. Why do I bring this up? The Manufacturing Institute, our goal is to help bring awareness to, train, and connect various populations with the manufacturing sector. Because frankly, we have a really big mission to fill. We've got over 420,000 current open jobs in the industry. So if anyone ever says there's no jobs in manufacturing, that is false. So that's the Manufacturing Institute and the National Association of Manufacturers. And Heroes Make America is the veterans initiative to get more military into manufacturing. I won't go into too much detail, but I just want to highlight four main areas that our program focuses on, where it all started. So number one, where it all started is our signature Skill Bridge training program. We have 7 different training programs across the country, and we're currently trying to add a few more. But we have 5 in person and 2 virtual, where we train transitioning service members, reservists, National Guardsmen, veterans, and military spouses in various skills that are needed by our industry. So secondly, we have our almost weekly Heroes Connect military manufacturing virtual events where we highlight various companies for our military community to learn about, one at a time. Thirdly, we do these national and regional career fairs, both in person and virtually, to directly connect our employers with job seekers. But then lastly, we also have a resume distribution list. Anyone military affiliated can be part of that by submitting their resume to us. And then that list is sent out to our partners and our partner employers monthly so that we're connecting you again with those hiring managers who are looking for your talent. We are busy, but at the core of our mission is to help our military community better understand and connect with our industry, ultimately resulting in meaningful employment. That's the goal. We're going to go ahead and drop in quite a few links for you in the chat to be able to connect with our team and also to see all the things that Heroes Make America has planned. Whew, that's a lot of information. So let's get to it. Why Ohio? Next, I'm going to play a video next, highlighting all the wonderful reasons to personally consider Ohio as your next home. So if you are not currently located in the region, what to consider, maybe making this your new home post-military or whenever, for your next career. Then I'll bring on our first speaker who's going to talk through some state veteran benefits that are specific to Ohio that could benefit you, as you are going to your next career. All right, so let me go ahead and mute myself real quick, and we will go ahead.
What does life look like in the Cincinnati region? Well, with the cost of living, pretty much any way you want it to. Live by a river, a park, a forest, a castle, a spaceship, on bluegrass, or in the urban core. And fill your days and nights with farmers markets, rooftops, parks, bike trails, festivals, and a world-class art scene. Fall in love with some of our favorite things like craft bourbon, craft beer, chili on spaghetti, and Oprah's favorite ice cream. Not to mention all of our incredible views. Work at some of the world's largest headquarters, cool startups, or build your own thing. We're a big city with a small town feel. Just a cup of coffee away from meeting your next whoever. As you imagine what's next for you, try imagining it here. The place where dreamers who dream manifest into doers that do. This is life in the Cincinnati region. A beautiful collision of culture and access to everything and everyone you need to build the life that you want.
I don't know if that pumped you up, but it for sure pumped me up about the Cincinnati region. So I'm excited for you all to learn about these employers. First, though, I am going to have my friend Kennedy come on and talk through some state veteran benefits that you all could benefit from if you were to choose to live in the area. So Kennedy, I'm going to pass it on over to you.
All right, how y'all doing today? Hope everybody's doing fine. Next slide, please. We'll talk about some veteran benefits and resources. My name's Kennedy Nard Sr. I'm a workforce consultant for the Ohio Department of Veterans Services. You can get to the DVS website if you want to with www.ohiovets.gov. Next slide, please. So we're going to take a chance to see why choose Ohio. So we're going to take a few looks at these veteran benefits and highlights. So let's start with tax-free military retirement income. The military retirement pay is not taxed on Ohio, on the state of Ohio. So you can get to your tax person, and if you don't know how to subtract for the military retirement pay, you just follow certain steps like the state sections and edit it for Ohio resident. So you can talk to your tax person about that and should be able to get relief from paying tax on your retirement. So Ohio is a good place to be for you to save more money on your retirement check from the military. Military retirement pay is based on age and length of service, is considered taxable income for federal income tax stuff. But however, military disability retirement pay and veteran benefits include service-connected disability and pension pay may be partially or fully excluded from taxable income. So that income is most likely not taxable. So you definitely want to make sure you check into that as well. And let's look at special military health care benefits. Now, some special military health benefits refer to additional health care services provided to military members and their families beyond standard medical coverage, often including specialized care for a specific condition and access to unique treatments, options, and programs designed to particular needs like mental health or complex medical situation, and all primary access through military healthcare programs. Now they go through TRICARE. These benefits can combine things like cancer, clinical trials, applied behavior analysis, home health care and hospice care, depending on the eligibility and circumstances. So you can check with TRICARE on that. And so those specific things are there for the veterans. So if you're not sure how you fit into that scheme, check with your VA, and they should give you information on that. Occupational state license for military spouses. And how this licensure work. I know in the state of Ohio, the governor they had passed a bill here a few years ago that if you station in Ohio, your licensures transfer with you. So you don't, because we know the military spouses are the most underemployed group of people that we have. So the quicker we can get them back to work, and underemployed people that we have, so they have to work out of their skill, out of their profession all the time because their license don't transfer with them. Occupational state license for military spouses allow them to use their professional license in other states without taking additional course. So why you have to take a job, to start a job, to get a license that you already have. Now, this can help reduce the administration barrier that military spouses face when they move, because at any time, veteran can move and the spouse is really handling all of that business. So they're put behind the eight ball without people wanting to hire them because of that they may get up and move at any time. But a licensure is a big deal, and it really helps them keep working in communities. Let's look at a National Guard Employment Enhancement Program. Now, this is a big program. This program encompasses a lot of things up under it. So the National Guard, you don't have to be part of the National Guard to be part of this program. The National Guard Employment Enhancement Program helps National Guard members, veterans, and military families find civilian jobs. The program is a Department of Defense, DoD, initiative. And how does the National Guard help? So, well, the National Guard help members find jobs and employment that are friendly and a reserve, and it helps them with employment support. So the employment support is there once you join this program. The National Guard help members develop their skills and career and growth. So the career readiness part is there as well. The National Guard help members connect with job opportunities. So that's where the job placement come in. So also the National Guard help with members improve their resume. So, with each job you put in a resume, you have to put a description of that job in there. So your resume may change for each job that you apply for. So the resume assistance is also there. Then the National Guard help member access training opportunities, and the National Guard help members get one-on-one support from the career specialist. So now, if you're in the state of Ohio, all you got to do is reach out to Brad Moeller, who's over that National Guard program, or go to the National Guard, get information on who you contact for the enhancement program, and get the help that you need and more opportunities that you have with the National Guard as well. So let's go to the next slide, please. Okay. Now, what can the Veteran Service Office assist you with? To me, the Veteran Service Office is the first place you need to go as a veteran, whether you in Ohio, out of Ohio, because it's benefit, resource, informational guide. If they don't have the program there, they can guide you to the people that do. They assist veteran benefit with applications, disabilities, pension, VA healthcare enrollment, home loan guarantee, GI bills, and other educational functions. They help with survivors, pension, death, and burial plots as well. They have emergency financial assistance program. Whenever you need or help or anything like that, go to the VSO, sign up for this program. They help with transportation to medical appointments, and some even help with transportation to interviews. They can get help to register for your copy of DD-214. They help with discharge correction and upgrade and replace awards. and assist in accessing other uh, available things. Now, the one thing I like about the VSO, if you have any mental or physical claims, uh, when you get out the military, the VSO will help you with appeals or apply for those claims. So the VSO is the place to get the information that you need. Next slide. Now, here's quickly where the job search. Ohio means jobs. Ohio National Guard, we already went over there, in Ohio Department of Veteran Services in Job Ohio. Quickly for National Ohio means job. They have over 5,700 veteran employees looking for hired veterans. So the veteran Ohio means is not only a website, it's also a building that you can go into, go to the resource room, see the job posting, get assistance from those that work there on what areas to search in for your jobs. They also have WIOLA and things there for veterans as well. So Ohio Means Jobs is a good place to go in the building, or you can use the website as well. The Ohio Department of Job Families, Ohio Department of Job and Family. One thing about Ohio Job and Family, they have two people that work in Ohio Means Job. This is very important. Pay attention. The DVOPS, DVOP, Disabled Veteran Outreach Program Specialist. They can't talk about themselves, so a lot of people don't know they're there, but they work in Ohio Means Job, but they're a state employer for the Department of Job and Family Services. They work with service-connected veterans to help them through barriers to employment. So whether it's your car, your home, your house, your food that you need, they will help you reach those people to help you break through those barriers, and then they will help you job search and find a job. Disabled Veteran Outreach Program Specialist, you go into the office, declare that you're a veteran, and ask them to that you tell them you like to say a DVOP, and then they will set appointment up for you, or you call and ask to see a DVOP. The next person that, if the DVOP can't help you because you're not service connected, they have employment professionals that works with veterans as well to help you overcome barriers and things like that to jobs. So these are two people you definitely want to reach out to at the Ohio Means Jobs. Then Job Ohio. For if you're not in Ohio and you need to come to Ohio because of the cost of living and the job opportunities, you can go to Find My Ohio. You can Google Find My Ohio, and you can put in state or out of state, fill out a resume, and they will match you up, and they can match you up with employee in the area that you want to match up in, or you just search on the website yourself. So Google job, find your Ohio's, and you can also sign up on Job Ohio. And that's the benefits that I have to offer for you today. Hope that was helpful. Hope it was not too fast, but hey.
Thank you, Kennedy. That's very helpful for those who may not be in the area to better understand the benefits of coming to the area as a veteran. So thank you for that presentation. But let's keep on rolling, folks. We've got a lot of great presenters today. And so I want to move on to our company introductions. We'll have each of our premier.
I'm good. I'm too.
Sorry about that. A little background noise. Let me get back to it. All right, so I want to move on to our main feature. The companies are here to talk with you all. We're going to have each of our premier employers come on and do a brief introduction so that you know who they are before even going into the breakout rooms. So oftentimes, though, I do want you to remember a company name may not tell the whole story. Don't judge a book by its cover. All of these companies make tons of cool and very important products to make our world function. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to kick things off with Clippard. So Jennifer, if you want to come on and join us and talk a little bit about Clippard.
Well, good morning, everyone. And first, thank you for your service and your family service. It's something that we highly value at Clippard. I'm Jennifer Connon, Vice President of Human Resources at Clippard, and we are a third-generation family-owned business that's been around since 1941. As you can see, this is just a small sample of our products on the screen here. We make precision fluid control products and solutions. 60% of our business or over is actually highly customized. So we love solving problems, and we are known for it being really fun and easy to work with in solving these problems. I used to say that our products improve life and animate the world, and they certainly do. So we'll go on to the next slide and I'll talk about some of the applications that we do have. Um, we are known for being in so many different industries, and this is just a small sampling. We have over 180 employees right now, and we've been as high as 250 in our swing zone production, where we're producing highly customized solutions that can address certain needs for our medical device manufacturers that are our customers. We also sell through distribution. And you can see we blood pressure monitoring, DNA sequencing, hyperbaric therapy, material handling, 3D bioprinting, and wound therapy, oxygen mixing, and then medical monitoring. That's just a sample. And if you join us in our breakout room, you'll actually hear from our engineering team who will talk about some of these specific examples and why they love what they do, and a little bit about the day in the life of an employee or engineer, or maybe HR, accounting. So join us in our break room for those specific pieces of information. We have a tremendous opportunity at Clippard. And if we go to the next slide, I'll highlight, a little bit about our culture and our core values. We obviously are a very relational company. Relationships are important to us. We want to make sure that everybody counts and matters. Visibility is very important, and building those bridges is very key. We are looking for people. We're looking for you out there to join our workforce to build those relationships. Integrity is very important. You got to have a high trust value in our products because it could make a difference in someone's life. Some of our equipment in our valve is being used for life-saving purposes, so it matters on quality. Teamwork, teamwork, teamwork. This is an environment that, if you love working with people and interacting on a daily basis, this is a great place to work. Continuous improvement is a big part of our culture. We are ISO 9001 certified in 2015, and we also even touch upon 13485, which is more in the medical life sciences. It's not required in the US, but it is in Europe. Innovation is always top of mind. I'm a firm believer in promoting mastery, autonomy, and purpose in our culture. And we also believe that, quality people make quality products. So you got Maria on the left here. She's been with us over 25 years. Denise has been there longer than myself. I've been here 28 years. And Denise has been with us almost 30. And then Jake at the bottom, he's someone that's been here less than 10 years. And we have a phrase at Clippard that we call people that have been with us for 10 years or less newbies. And it's a term of endearment for sure, because, we have a culture of longstanding relationships with our employees, with our community, with our customers, with our distributors. And we really enjoy what we do. Let's go to the next slide. So in 2025, we have some amazing career opportunities. Some of them are actually in my very department, human resources. So we also have a staff account, and that picture up there, that's Nick. He's actually going to be in our breakout room in the right-hand corner. That's Nick Ambrosia. He is our controller, and he's done amazing things. He came into our organization as a staff accountant, so now he's looking for someone to join his team, and we'll go into details in the breakout room about maybe some of the specifics that we're looking for. It may not be an active job listed yet, but it will be coming. It will be coming. And then human resources, there'll be 2 positions opening up very soon. My team member has been there 38 years, and she's looking forward to her retirement, and it's well deserved. So we're looking for the next human resource business partner to join us. And then we'll be looking for, a director or executive above. Now, human resources is a really cool field because it does take in mind safety and learning. I saw a number of you had posted on there that you're interested in maybe being a safety supervisor or learning and development. Well, this could be an area where you can thrive. Human resources here in a smaller company, mid-size, allows you to be a generalist, and you get to have your hands in many areas. And if you love to learn and you're a continuous learner, you can certainly come in and talk to us in that breakout room about that. Then we have engineering. We have a big need for many types of engineers. We have application design engineers, new product development engineers that are on the cutting edge of new technology, new innovations. And then we have our production engineers that are working on our existing product lines to improve them and ensure quality. So if you're interested in any of those technical fields, check out, and hear what our engineering team has to say about those opportunities and our applications and their experience as well. And then operations, we're going to be very busy going into 2025 and 2026. Manufacturing for us, the last 3 years was kind of slow, but we're going to be so busy. We're going to have a need for assemblers and parts finishers and CNC machine operators and a whole host of other production needs that come in. So while you might not see anything at this present time, except for the CNC machine setup person or the machinist, these positions will be very, very soon on our career board. And I'll post a link in here on our chat to let you know what those will be. And you can check those out and just stay tuned for those opportunities. If we go to the next slide, I'll talk about a little bit about what to expect in the role of employee development and benefits. We offer very competitive salary. We have a very family-friendly, flexible schedule. Most of our workers are coming at 6 o'clock and they're out the door at 2:30 to make sure that they're with their families. Our machine centers are 24/7 live. I mean, we have this equipment that is running almost autonomously on its own. And we have machinists that are dedicated to making sure that those machines are running smoothly, that there's no issues with quality, parts are checked, but it allows you to be there home with your family, which is great. We have career development with education grants with Ohio Tech Cred, which you'll see on the right, that we took advantage of almost 2024 last year, over $25,000 that we were able to take advantage of in training, upskilling our workforce on technical skills. That could be learning machining, that could be learning blueprint reading, gauges, tooling, engineering, SolidWorks, AutoCAD, Excel, as simple as Microsoft Office. We are a company that really believes in continuous learning, and we envelop that in our culture. We have also tuition reimbursement, and we base it on UC's tuition rates. So if someone wanted to get, a grad degree, an MBA, we would base it on 100% reimbursement if you attended UC. Anywhere else where it'd be the difference of what that rate is. We offer Christmas bonus. We are family, centric on that, and that's a way to say thank you for all the service that our employees have done here. We have paid vacation, personal time, and 10 paid holidays. We also have a very robust health plan, medical, dental, vision. We also have short-term disability and long-term disability options. And we also have paid virtual primary and urgent care, which is so important these days. Access to care is, I think, very key and central to our families. And so we made sure that we offered that to all our employees and their households, which is just first and foremost a top priority. We also have the I call it Employee Household Assistance Program. This is our counseling services that offers 10 hours of counseling for, per concern per member of that household. And then we have our Fidelity 401k matching up to 4%, dollar for dollar in the first 3, 50 cents on the next 2. And that's just a sampling of our benefits. We have a whole host of intangibles as well that I certainly couldn't cover on one slide. And we celebrate often. There was an expression that when I went off to college that, got to watch out for the freshman 15. Well, at Clipboard, you have to watch out for the Clipboard 30 because we we like to celebrate small wins and big wins, and that's very important to us. So great opportunity to talk to us about how we will support and develop a career path, because we know that's important to you. It's important to everyone. It's important to me. And then we'll move on to I believe the next slide here. So these are just some of our training partners. And AMIP, Paylocity, Sinclair, Tooling, SME, Cincinnati State, PMPA is a machining association like AMIP that are just really supportive of manufacturing. And then the local chambers. And this is just non-exhaustive list. We got the Academy Leadership, which I had just an amazing opportunity to be a part of this November. And it's a great leadership development partner program that I'm looking forward to carry forward here at Clippard. And then we got the next slide here. So if you are interested in careers, even if they're not listed at this time, and you want to connect with Clippard, I'm asking you to connect with Lynn Kerr. She is my team member. She is the human resource manager that helps out with all the recruiting. She's on vacation this week. She would have loved to have been here. She's someone that is planning her retirement in the future. So she would love to connect with you if you're interested in the HR. And you can go to our careers page there at clippard.com/CMS/careers. And I hope to see you in the breakout room.
Thank you, Jennifer. All right. On to our next presenter. We've got General Tool Company. So I'm going to ask Kelly to come on and talk a little bit about more General Tool.
Good morning, and thank you for attending the virtual career fair for veterans. We are General Tool Company. We have been in business for 77 years. We're third generation family owned and operated defense manufacturer. We make mission critical systems thank you for the next slide. We make mission critical systems for our defense industries, aerospace and naval defense. So we are very focused on our military and our military capabilities. We are over 12% veterans here, and a lot of them have longevity with us. If you could go to the next slide, please. So here's an example of some things that we make. We make parts for everything that you see on this screen. Starting at the bottom left, we make several different parts for the destroyer ships. We make a power generator for each destroyer ship. We actually make 3. And that is something that we fabricate from scratch. It takes about 14 months to make each power generator. When it's said and done, it weighs about 60 tons. We also make a lot of ancillary missile defense systems that are a part of the power generation or a part of the destroyer ship. We make the system on the aircraft carrier that launches fighter jets off of aircraft carriers. So if you ever see fighter jets being launched off of aircraft carriers that are electromagnetic, that is us. We are the only ones in the world who make them. You see fighter jets there on that screen. We make several different components for the fighter jets. One thing I think is so cool that we make is the RSR. That is a carbon fiber composite fan on the F-35 that allows the F-35 to do a short takeoff and vertical landing. So if you've ever seen a fighter jet kind of hover, that's us. We make it hover. So it's very, very cool. We make lots of parts for space frames, the International Space Station. We do the Patriot missile launchers. We make a lot of missile parts, ballistic missile parts here, hypersonic missiles. And there's a lot of focus going on in Congress with nuclear and nuclear submarine. And we are one of the top nuclear submarine component makers in the country. We make several different parts of the nuclear submarine, including the outside hatch. And if you can make an outside hatch, you're the best of the best. If you'll go to the next slide, please. And if you can click on that link, I have a little video here for you.
We're here at General Tool in the Cincinnati area, and they make amazing equipment for aircraft carriers, destroyers, submarines, missile systems. They are really part of protecting America, making essential parts of our defense system right here in the Cincinnati area. So Ohio is a manufacturing state, and the defense sector is a huge part of our economy. Right here, there are 350 jobs at this company. They're looking to hire 40 more people, so welders, fabricators, machinists, engineers, you name it, they need more talent to build the weapon systems for our country, and our career centers to our colleges are able to supply that. And we want more people to realize the great opportunities that we have here in Ohio in the defense sector. You can't do Made in America without Made in Ohio. We make the things that are essential for our economic and national security, from the food you eat to the cars you drive, the trucks that deliver it, to the aircraft, and the defense sector that protect us, the cloud, the chips, you name it, the steel. That's what we do. And right here, they take all of those raw materials and build them into the weapon systems that advance the cause of freedom in America and around the world.
Thank you. So again, I want to thank all of you vets for helping protect America. And now that you're no longer with the military, if you want to still continue that mission, you can come see us. Here is a list of our open positions. We have fabricators, which are welders, machinists, assemblers, finishers, painters, water jet, tool crib attendants, project managers, project coordinators, machining supervisor, maintenance tech, NDT, and tool crib. So when you join our company, you can be a long list of great employees here who have been working. We have many that have worked for us for over 45 years. Currently, we are 315 employees, and we're hoping to grow to 600 within the next year. So we are growing rapidly. We have a lot of great benefits that we can offer you. We have a 401k match that is up to 7%. And we have 100% tuition reimbursement for you as well. So please join us in the breakout room. If you'll go to the next slide. You'll see here our contact information. Dustin Moon is our talent acquisition specialist. You can always contact him, or you can contact myself, Kelly Blum, and reach out to us for any questions or other information you might seek, as well as other opportunities that might come up. But we are excited to talk to each of you in the breakout room, so come look for us. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Kelly. All right, everyone, we are almost there. We're almost to the big event. So thank you to those who presented here in the main session. As you can see here, we just had those two presenters, Clippard and General Tool, but we have 10 more amazing employers who are waiting for you in the breakout rooms in just a minute. Don't leave yet, which will open up and allow you in just a moment. At this point, though, company reps, I have opened the breakout room, so only the employers, if you can head on over to your breakout room so your team can get all set up. Job seekers, if you'll stay with me for just a second so we can talk through some best practices. So employers, head on over. Job seekers, all right. I do want to highlight there. Remember how I said, don't judge a book by its cover or cover. Clippard and General Tool. General Tool, you might be thinking tools, right? Like regular tools, not the type of tools they were talking about. And same with Clippard and all the pieces that they make for the medical manufacturing sector. So don't judge a book by its cover. There are some logos here that you might recognize. You probably don't recognize a lot of them, but I highly, highly encourage you to go into each of them. So let's talk through some guidelines, maybe some best practices for you as a job seeker as you're going through this event. So I do recommend spend some time in each of the breakout rooms. Go to each of them and see what you can learn. A lot of times the company's first going to talk a little bit about the company like they did today. What products do they make? Where are they located? I do want to highlight that, of course, all of these employers are in the Cincinnati, Ohio region, but many of them have nationwide locations. Okay, so don't think that all these companies are just in Cincinnati. Of course, they all are, but also encourage, if you're not looking specifically for the area or geographically bound or whatever, still talk to them. They've got lots of locations. All right, keep on going. When you're in the breakout room, I recommend you turn on your video, especially if you're going to speak with the employers. Just turn on your video. Face to a name is always super important. I do want to also remind you to have your display name correct. So if you don't know how to change your display name, super easy. Hover over your video. There's 3 dots on the top right corner. Click it and there's a rename option. So if everyone can just make sure that you've got your first and last name correct before you go into the breakout rooms, because last thing I want is you go, you ask these great questions. They're like, yes, you're the person for the job. And your display name says iPhone and they forgot to write down your name. And so make sure that you have your name correct. All right. If you're not on camera, that's okay, but still use the chat feature, ask questions, gather information. We have dropped in the employer details list into the chat. It's a PDF. I highly recommend everyone has it up and available before we go to the breakout rooms. It lists all of our 12 employers. It gives you the link to their career page, their main contact, a little more detail on the company. I highly recommend everyone have that available and kind of looking through it as we go through the breakout rooms. So yeah, so ask questions, even if you are unfamiliar with the type of position that you should even be looking for. This is a great opportunity for you to have that conversation and say, this is my background, these are my skills. How would I fit into your company? What type of positions should I be considering? This is an educational opportunity to learn more about manufacturing, more about positions, more about things that you didn't even know about that you could go into for your next career. So cool. All right, that's some best practices. Next, I want to go over logistics, okay? Because not everyone lives in Zoom like me. If you don't know how to manage breakout rooms and navigate that process, super easy. If you're on a computer, which I highly recommend if you're on a computer, go to your control panel. There should be an icon that says breakout rooms. It's 4 little squares, very self-explanatory. But if you don't see it, go to the more option, open that up. Usually the breakout rooms is listed in that more option. When you click the breakout rooms, a separate window will pop up, and it has all 12 employers, their breakout rooms listed in alphabetical order. And when we get to the moment of joining, you will go ahead and select your first one. Okay, whatever one you want to go to first. Join that one. You just hit the blue button, very self-explanatory, like I said. Super easy. That'll move you on over to the next breakout room. You'll hang out there. I recommend spending, 10, 15, 20 minutes in each room, learn, talk, do all the things you need to do, and then head on over to the next one. When you want to go to the next one, super easy again, open up that breakout room panel, join the next one. If you need a moment in between breakout rooms, feel free to come back to the lobby. There is an option to leave the breakout room specifically to come back to the lobby where I will be hanging out. Talking through, just some things in the lobby, but you can hang out with me before you head over to the next one if you need a moment to do whatever you need to do. Okay. Look at that. That's how you navigate the breakout rooms. I do want to put a reminder though, as you, stay with us as long as you want. Please stay with us for the entire remainder of the event. We are going to close at 2 Eastern, so we've got a little over 2 hours for breakout rooms. But on your way out, you will have a survey pop up in your browser. Please take a moment to fill that out. Let us know what we did well, what we didn't do well, what we'd like to change for the next one. We really appreciate your feedback. Let's roll, people. It is time. Breakout rooms are open. This is your opportunity. Get your spreadsheet up, turn your video on, open that breakout room icon, and go select your first room. So good luck, everybody. Hope you learned something. Hope you make some great connections. I'll be hanging out in the lobby if you need me. So now's your opportunity. Head on over. All right, for those of you who are still hanging out, so we are in the breakout room portion. When you open up those breakout rooms, you can see how many people are in each room. Two things to consider. Maybe go join one that has a lot of people so you can listen to the big presentation. Or if you want to have some individualized attention, go to one of those rooms with few people in it. That gives you some one-on-one opportunities to talk with the company reps. So head on over. They're probably going to start a presentation here shortly. But I know if you want some individualized attention, looks like metalworking group. Someone go join Becca over there with metalworking. Harris Product only has one person.
Katie, are all these
Oh,
companies primarily based out of Ohio, or are these all kind of different locations?
so they all have a location in either Ohio or in Kentucky or Indiana. So they all have a location there, but several of them also have locations elsewhere. And so on the employer details spreadsheet, it has some locations on there, whether it's say like, Ohio only or national, it'll be listed there. But
Oh, okay. I see
mhm.
it. I see it. Yep. Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome.